shoot from the rip.
We live on many platforms. We live on Voch, Volume, Foots. We live on Foots.
I'm not live. I'm just.
Foots, you need.
Stop sounding. Yo, what's up?
Oh shit, we all live over here.
Sounding so sad.
Let me get out of here, man. We all live.
Yo, they fired me.
The only thing is,
Foots was like, yeah. So I'm not sad.
Nah, I'm just. Hey, I'm not live, man. I was trying to set it up, but I feel like I was gonna be late. So.
It's all good.
And that's actually
you in the chat.
Foots on time like a motherfucker too, man.
Because he was the one that took the time.
How the baby doing, man?
What?
Hey, he upstairs eating right now, bro.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why I hear multiple
you
people
ain't tired like that no more. You look like you woke.
Hey, I'm refreshed. I got coconut water. No drinks on a Sunday. Coconut water.
Hold on, time out. What's the problem, like?
I hear multiple like echoes.
Because you,
for real?
do you have multiple windows up?
No, I only got one window up.
Check your windows, man. You might have like a couple YouTubes open and the restream and the other joint. You know what I'm saying? So just double and triple check, make sure.
Sky's sitting back quiet like he ready to instigate some shit. Look at
no.
Look like he up the street.
That's me. I'm the one that's gonna start.
Yeah, I'm about to say wait, which way?
Wait till the glasses come on.
Yeah, that way.
I got something for you, buddy.
I'm reading the chat and making sure.
Law, you good with your sound over there? Everything straight? Come out and come back in while we intro.
All right, I'm gonna come out and come back in.
Is it when everybody speak or just me?
It's probably just Law because the rest of us cool. Like
I hear everybody fine.
I hear everybody perfectly.
All right, so with that being said, boy, hey man, listen, this is the roundtable. It's been a minute. It has been a while, man. Appreciate y'all. Now it's 4 of us, so it's just regular roundtable. It ain't DEE no more. But it's been a minute since we've been here, man. We're gonna be live on a couple different platforms. We don't need introductions, so to speak, because everybody kind of know who we are. But it may be 5 new people on the Voch Lombardi channel that never heard of Foots, or 10 new people on the Foots channel never heard of Okoye. And then we're live on the Volume, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just. We've taken over Colin Cowherd's network, man. I just wish they would say something about. I wish they would say something about. We're gonna wait for Law Nation.
Feet all on the couch.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? Going in the refrigerator, drinking up all their Snapples, eating up all their snacks. They ready to kick us out, but we doing too good on the numbers, so it's fine. Hey, this is the THEEEE Roundtable. This is where we bring together, in my opinion, this is the best collection of cowboy YouTubers, and no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But this is just these are my guys, man. Y'all kind of work with my personality well. So this is just the collective that we've come up with, right? There's the Justice League, of course, but there's also the Avengers, so it's cool. It's cool. But this is what we do here. I'm Voch Lombardi, of course, Skywalker Steele, Foots the King, Okoye Media, Law Nation. When he gets back, we're gonna, show his situation also. Everybody can see him just in case anybody's new here. But we have some cowboy topics today. We got plenty of them. Even if we'd have done this show like 2 months ago, we'd have had plenty to talk about, but there's been a lot of developments over the past couple of weeks or so, you know what I mean? So I just want to get everybody caught up to speed on how we feel, about this news. And of course, as soon as Law get back, I'm gonna start torturing Okoye because I just got something I've been wanting to get off my chest for a long time with him. A long time. Let's do it right now. Damn it, we ain't waiting on Law Nation. We'll just catch Law Nation up once he gets back.
Oh man,
my glasses always across the room. So
let me just ask you a question, Koye Media. We here, we chilling right now. We got people in the chat. They putting flames in the chat. If they have not, they should do that right now. It's a good time to. Koye Media, let me ask you a question.
What's up with it?
Let me bring Law Nation in here. Perfect time. And Law, don't say watch this. Let me just get a Koye real quick. Koye Media, you still think Leighton Vander Esch and Joe Thomas better than I
knew it was gonna be a Leighton question, man.
Smith better than Leighton Vander Esch?
Listen. He was that year, man.
Hold on, sir. Law. You sound good. You good?
Yeah, let me test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Boogie.
Boy, we should be in the mix.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You still think Jalen Smith and Joe Thomas better than Leighton Vander Esch, dog? I'm just asking the longevity question here. Go ahead.
Leighton came on at the end of last year. I gave him his love. he need to give Nev half his check because Neville Gallimore put him on at the end of last season. Those last 5 games, Leighton kind of upticked because he had Neville there. This year in training camp, though, he has looked good. And I got to see it on the field still before I say anything about him. But what I can say is, while Jalen was here, he was better than Leighton Vander Esch. And while Joe Thomas was here that year, he was better than Leighton Vander Esch. Has Leighton Vander Esch ascended to his true potential? Maybe. But I would like to see it first. I ain't gonna crown him through training camp, but he has had a solid camp. I've been hearing good stuff, and I saw a couple of interceptions. So he looking good. The
only reason that I brought this up to you, Koya, and this is where we're gonna get everybody on the panel involved here, right? I was just doing a little bit of research. I'm Voch. I gotta watch my film. I gotta make sure I watch things before I just go out in the streets and say things.
For the real.
me and Will still have been talking about this for a while, right? We're constantly talking about week 1. We're talking about how much different this Tampa Bay game this year in 2022 is going to be from the Tampa Bay game in 2021. And I went back and I, just look at the film, just see what it was going to be like. I'm like, damn, Jalen Smith out there. Koye must hate that he's not here anymore, right? So I just kept watching, right? And I'm like, if you just think about how much different, and we listen to those sound clips, man, player availability. We always hear those dudes talk about, hey, man, this year 2 under Quinn. This is different. We're communicating different. We not just learning, no more. This ain't just some part-time play that we doing. This is full blown. We're better now than we were last year because the continuity is the thing. DeMonte KZ was on the field starting last year. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Curse wasn't really settled into his role. Most of the rookie D linemen, they was in their young boy body. So that's Bohanna. That's Chauncey wasn't even playing. And what's his face? Osa, right? Neville got hurt in preseason, I believe, something like that. So we ain't even had these guys, right? And then we show up. And the most important piece, and then I'm gonna let Okoye speak on this, then we're gonna go around the table. The round table. The most important piece, Will still hit me with this stat. I haven't been able to forget it since he told me. Last year's Tampa Bay game, Micah Parsons dropped back 29 times. That ain't gonna happen this year. It's not gonna happen this year. That dude has become settled in his role as a pass rusher. He's had an incredible last year as a pass rusher, part-timing. We walk into camp, he's smoking everybody. I'm willing to put Micah Parsons in the caliber. Y'all can talk shit if y'all want, because I know how the chat be doing. I'm ready to put Parsons in the caliber of what an Aaron Donald would be for us, or what a Khalil Mack would be for us, or what a Joey Bosa would be for us. Chargers got 2 of them, but I'm ready to put Micah in that category. Koye Media, how much more different? You can make this a Tampa Bay thing if you want to, but just talk to me about the defense this year. How much more different the defense is this year than it was last year?
I mean, it's wild because I said this in the chat when we talked, so I'll say it again. Like, I've never been this excited to watch depth players. Like, I don't care about preseason very much, and I'm like in the second team, everybody that's out there, even like I said, we just touched on LV stepping up and actually feeling challenged due to the fact that he didn't get that extension. We might get the best of LVE, and maybe his neck is he needed that sort of red shirt whatever year, so his neck may be fused now. Who knows? But with LVE, Cox looked good yesterday. Our linebacker room is more solid now than it was last year for sure. Going in, and then our secondary as well. Although we got problems with Wright, Wright need to learn how to locate the football. But we talked about Bland a lot. We got Wright as well, and these guys, although I don't think they're there yet, these are backup corners that I'm excited to watch due to the fact that I want to see them kind of live up to their potential and see what they can do. So the depth is night and day. We had guys that were injured like Nev. We had Law who got injured in that first game. So the depth is there, and then the fact that they're not thinking, like you said, they have the playbook down, so they understand what their assignment is, and now they can play faster than they did last year. And then you touched on it, Micah not being relegated to just a coverage guy, although he's an ace there. We got Cox there, we got Barr who also can cover as well, and who's a true Sam linebacker, which is like a dinosaur in this league. But I like what we got, man. Up front, our front seven is sickening, so it doesn't scare me as much. Our secondary is not as scary because our front seven is so crazy, and then our safety is crazy too.
Mayshawn ain't gonna make the team, Corey, but we're gonna talk about that later.
I mean,
please.
That's how good this team is looking. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be a stretch.
That's definitely gonna be a topic that we hit.
Even my guy, Mukamu, Mukamu was soft to me last year, man. Mukamu, he must have got into Voch's peanut butter or something, man, because he was looking good yesterday. And I love the safety room down to Coyle, Bell. I like all of them. So I don't know who we're keeping, and this is like a first for me. I haven't seen this much depth at every position. I don't think ever on the defensive side of the ball,
especially on
since
defense.
I've been watching it. Yeah,
especially on defense. Offense, another conversation, but we talking about defense right now.
Yeah,
just kind of get because Corey talked about everybody, but just kind of give us.
My bad. I know you. I thought you wanted me to talk about everybody. You just pitched it out there. You know?
It's cool. Please give us a general idea. Anything that Corey may not have talked about. just give us
that
a
boy
rundown.
ran away with the plug, man. God.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
That's the round table for you.
Go ahead, Foots.
No, I mean, so if we're talking linebacker play, if we stand on linebacker play,
just anything defense.
All right. Well, defensively, I mean, I said it all offseason. I think that's why you drafted Tyler Smith. This team is gonna shift to, I completely believe, ball control football and playing stout defense. And I still don't think that Micah Parsons will be a full-time rusher because I think you'll need him at times in the middle of that defense.
Sure.
Playing some weak, play really wherever he wants to. Now, what was very encouraging was seeing Jabril Cox fly around yesterday. His speed jumped off the screen in the middle of that defense. And if you're going to have him playing like that, then we maybe can talk Voch about, okay, just keep Micah as an end during certain situations, maybe stretches throughout the game, because his speed looked real yesterday. LVE just doesn't have that type of ability. Now, if somebody's coming at him, if he has to be a force player, it was one play where he just flew downhill and crushed the fullback or crushed. It was in camp and he just destroyed a lead blocker. That's what he does, and that's cool. But sideline to sideline, in them games where you got to run chase, you want Jabril, you want even Barr more or less than LVE. But all in all, man, it's like shit. I really feel good about this defense. I'll be honest with y'all. I feel good. I think that Diggs is going to have an even better year than last year. Now, he may not have more INTs, but I think he's going to have a better year.
That's kind of how I feel about the defense in general, Foots. Like, I think this defense can be better, but in certain statistics, maybe turnovers, right? They're not number 1, they're number 8. But it might not matter because it might be number 1 in red zone. It might be number 5 in run defense. It might be, you know what I mean? So I feel like you might see certain statistics fall back, but you'll see this defense as a whole be much better. And if there's any indication what might be better, and I know it's preseason, so I'm really trying to keep my, I ain't trying to get too excited. Bro, go look at the run defense. Yeah. Go look at the run defense and see, how they're performing. If you go back and look last year, I hate to do this, but if you go back and look at the preseason last year, they had a couple games where they were giving up over 4 or 5 yards per carry. Not happening in the preseason this year. And these boys are deep, right? Yeah. We're going to probably talk about it, but you're talking about Bowen Hanna. Watkins is not, you're going to probably have to cut him, but he's not cuttable either, but you probably are. Tristan Hill, Ridgeway, we ain't talk about Osa and Neville. Like, the interior is way better than last year. So, if this defense can get that run defense to be middle of the pack or better, we're talking about, and again, possibly a top 3 defense in this league. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the run defense is the only thing holding these boys back from being that kind of defense.
You know what? You know what else bring that in? The actual punt kicker, believe it or not, changing and flipping the field. Boy, you got to do so much to climb on this team to score. And guess who was the leader tackle yesterday? Dude by the name of Devin Harper. I mean, all you do when you turn on the tape, you see him flying around, making plays.
50
he had 3 solo tackles, 8 tackles in general. And now we're looking at LVE like, hey, this young fish out here, he's fast. So you can't slip up. And we saw what we seen out of Jabril Cox, man. This defense is about to be nasty.
Hey, Law,
let me ask you this.
Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. This is going to be a long.
I was just going to say, Jabril Cox, Devin Harper, Story Jackson, Micah Parsons, Anthony Barr, LVE Luke Gifford. What don't fit?
Oh my gosh.
What is not like the other?
What is not like the other?
Well, you can scratch Luke. Luke made some plays
I like
yesterday.
Luke.
You can scratch Luke probably.
I got nothing against the dudes. I'm just saying it's a clear
we gotta
indication
be real.
where Dan Quinn is trying to go with this.
Yeah,
That's all.
Lonnace, let me ask you this. Lonnace, let me ask you this, and I'm gonna call you. Does Kerry Hyder make this team?
Nah, he ain't making this one. He ain't making this one. Nah.
Azur Kamara, does he make this team?
Nah, we don't even bat an eye by cutting him. Nah, he don't make this team.
What about a guy like Malik Collins? Does he make this team?
Nah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think he would.
Malik Collins.
Malik Collins stay getting hurt though, man. I don't think he make it.
When he's still healthy, Malik
Collins
I see where he's going. You know, he a chess player. He play a lot of chess. You could tell he's trying to.
He's setting everybody up.
I have this
Ghost looking good.
I have this super secret Illuminati sheet that I got from Oxnard, and what I love about it is that it's like broken down. You know what I'm saying? By the groups or whatever, right? Position groups. I was just looking at this sheet one day. I just want everybody to listen. I've done this on Twitter. I've done this with Will Steele, but it's the roundtable, goddammit. This goddamn roundtable, goddammit. So peep this out. I'm just gonna name 12 names, and it's not including Micah Parsons, right?
Right.
Sam Williams, Dante Fowler, Tristan Hill, DeMarcus Lawrence, Carlos Watkins, Dorrance Armstrong, Terrell Basham, John Ridgeway, Neville Gallimore, Osa Odigizua, Quinn Bohanna, Chauncey Golston. Who the fuck don't make the team?
It's gonna be tough, man.
But let me can I interject?
Yeah, that's hard.
Can I
And I'm
interject?
looking at a guy like Carlos. Carlos Watkins is a guy that could probably be better than Malik Collins.
He played good.
He probably good.
Los is having a good camp in
Motherfucker had a
preseason.
great game.
Bronson showed us something. Josiah Bronson yesterday. I was like,
And Bryant. Who is Bryant?
Marquez.
Those dudes ain't the
cat.
team though.
Hey, do we give the front office any credit for having a good mix of old and young and bringing in the right guys to compete and saying, hey, we're going to cover ourselves in the draft. We have free agents that can possibly get the job done. But if these young guys are going to outplay them, like there's going to be guys that get cut, they're going to say, man, he can play.
Yeah.
And so I know people don't like Stephen Jones, and I know we love Will McClay.
You're not about to become on
but
here.
the point is,
don't say that, man. Come on, now, Fliz. Don't say that because people will cut this damn stream off. We just got these numbers, Fliz. Come on, man. Go ahead, though. We listen.
But the point is, they've done a good job when you look, especially defensively, when you look at the young talent and how they draft and then piecing. I mean, look at the Malik Hooker. Like, we look at Malik Hooker and bringing him in like a cheap vet that's gonna start and play well this year. I guarantee it. Malik Hooker is going to be really nice this year.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm just saying, I'm just want to throw that in there.
Malik, J-Ron, Carlos, and then there's Basham. All those dudes are dudes that was brought in for $38 last year that they end up producing it. Now, Flish, you're not gonna get nobody in the chat box, saying good job, Steven. But I do think that this defense was put together well as a combination of older guys and younger dudes. And if you look at the defense last year, it was this one game breaking it down on the Vice channel, whatever, breaking down the film on it. I was like, look at our rookies, man. Like Bohanna was getting busy. Chauncey was getting busy. Micah, of course, because he is who he is. Then it was Osa, right? That's 4 rookies on your front 7. And
dominating.
You look at 2 dudes like,
right,
they're going to be 2 to 3 times better this year. That's just how offseason works. That's just how peanut butter works, right? So, what I've been saying is that your floor has gotten better. Like, if you take away your big fish like D-Law, you take away Michael, whatever, Diggs, your floor players, you know what I'm saying? That's the D-line, your Van Der Esch type guys. Malik Hooker is technically a floor player. Then you add your superstars in there. The defense should goddamn be 10th. And this ain't me being this is not optimistic Voch. Because I could say that we a damn Super Bowl defense and just flip this whole show over. But just regular what I'm observing, Voch, this defense should at least be 3 to 5 times better than it was last year, strictly off dudes getting better in their grown man body. Go ahead.
And the linchpin to all of that we don't really talk about enough anymore because it's, like you say, similar to being numb to greatness. Sure. It's Dan Quinn. Like, we don't even talk about Dan Quinn anymore. But it's him that's pulling these strings and putting these people in these places. Think about this for a second. If this was Mike Nolan, Rob Ryan, Rod Marinelli. They got all those little weird pieces like that too, but they couldn't bring them together like a Dan Quinn. So I don't want us, as Voch would say, to get numb to the greatness that is Dan Quinn, at defensive coordinator, because he's proven in this league that, I'm gonna say it, he's a great defensive coordinator.
Great.
Right.
I'm talking about head coach.
He's outstanding.
He one of them ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what
right.
he
He's
did,
one of
what he
those
did
guys.
with Seattle was amazing.
Man, what he did
Yeah.
to Cowboys.
What he did to Cowboys
I don't know
was
too many
amazing
defensive
too.
coordinators coming in here and turning around that type of defense that fast with what happened with them last year, missing Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, Neville Gallimore, having the safety issues with guys in and out, snip, snap, linebacker situation. Like, Dan Quinn deserves so much credit, and I think he's the linchpin. Keep this man around. I fire McCarthy to keep Dan Quinn if we got to.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
I will fight McCarthy. I like
So
McCarthy.
Look, we already know.
Yeah, like,
no, for sure. We
just
already
take go
know.
for his head,
Dan is the maestro, man. And I don't know if Dan is in there smacking the shit out of people to be like, hey, I need this, I need that. Like get me this guy. But we'll go get guys and bring them in for Dan Quinn. And Dan Quinn just got this bowl of ingredients that he just gonna end up putting together. Bro, I said it as super optimistic vibes, but I legitimately feel like, right? If you were to win the SB word, right? Because it ain't about the best team, it's about who get hot and when they get hot and what time of year and the type of games that you playing, defense, run game, shit like that, right?
Right.
Come on, man. You can't just look at this team and be like, oh nah, Voch, we don't stand a chance in that department. Like all the like we talked about healthy guys, right? We like Tristan, D-Law, and Neville. They didn't even play the first half of the season last year. Them dudes played like 5 games, bro. So you put all that in this pot together with this year 2-ness, man. Like, yes, the offense got a little worse, but I think that this defense has gotten so much better that they can carry the offense. Tell me if I'm wrong. Will, you the most.
I'm about to say, if you just say, hey, defense is all that matters. Yeah, hell yeah. But man, we cannot be naive to the fact that offense does have to do something, in the playoffs, right? So I'm saying what I'm saying is, how many times have we gotten on any stream we've done over the last few weeks and been glowing about the offense? We haven't yet.
Let me tell you the difference though, Will. Because we always glowing about the offense, but we ain't never glowing.
That ain't why. I was about to say I'm going about 73.
He do look good.
I'm talking about in general. The reason why we're not is because we can't. Because what we're relying on offensively this year is we have to run the ball, play some damn keep away, and get the ball into your. How can I say this? You don't have as many of those weapons as you had last year, right? Because there's no Michael Gallup, no Mark Cooper, whatever. But we're relying on and get the ball to the top guys, the TPs, the Zekes, the Lambs, and all that stuff. The things that we're relying on, we haven't seen and we can't see yet. We can't really see the run game right now. We don't know if Kellen Moore has adapted and transitioned into being a really damn good coordinator that can put the ball in the best players' hands. We haven't seen that yet. So half of me is reserved because I got to see that from the offense before I'm just like, Super Bowl defense, I'm with you. Super Bowl offense, can I see something first? Can I see a little bit first? Because it's going to look different, fellas, than it's been the last 3-4 years, bro. It is. So I'm saying.
I was asking about the defense. Koye, sir, does this defense have enough superpowers to carry this offense to the promised land?
One thing that speaking of which, when you was talking about Dan Quinn, Scott, one thing he brought back that we didn't have years past was a true one tech. We had guys like Tristan Hill and Neville playing one tech, but now they can play more 3 tech than anything else. So I feel like that addition alone is why the run game is going to be better. Our run defense is going to be better. And to answer your question, if I thought that last year's defense was good enough to win it all, I thought that. And I think this defense is better. So I gotta say, with no hesitation, man. Like that's
Koye always on my side, man. Of course, man. Hey, look, Koye said it. You already know it's right.
I thought they was good enough last year, and I don't
think anybody's questioning the defense.
Pissed off about Randy Gregory going just like everybody else. If you can make me not mad, I was pissed about Randy Gregory, but I'm not mad at all. Not at all. Like if you can make me okay with Randy Gregory not being here, that's saying a lot.
So Will, nobody's questioning the defense is what I'm saying, but it's a difference. So it's like, okay, so defense is good. But there's a difference between this defense can carry the shit out of us to the Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's basically what I'm asking, because this question comes from we're not going to be as good on offense. And to be fair,
I don't agree though. I think we're just going to be different offensively.
We could still
be
top
five
on offense.
I think different is better because we should have ran the ball more. But go ahead, my bad for cutting you off.
No.
I think we couldn't. We'll go ahead, Law. Was you about to jump in?
No, I was just gonna say, man, this offense still finished top 10, top 15-ish in 2020. So and that's was without Dak Prescott.
That was number one.
So
2020.
So I think that with this offense, if everybody can remain healthy, we'll still be a top 10 offense. And I think the offense will still remain the same way because of the defense. I think the defense will still give you a short field. I think the fact that you have a guy that can do the kickoff returns, punt returns, now will give you a shorter field. I think that this offense still will be explosive and give you multiple points and give you multiple opportunities. So I think this team will be just good.
I think, and I want to jump in. Sky said we were number one. We were in the regular season. But what happened was stylistically.
I thought he was talking about 21. That's only why I said that. Trust me, I'm with you where you about to probably go.
No, because what happened was in the postseason, stylistically, you got punched in the mouth. And you got punched in the mouth up front. And so what you did was you drafted a guy who's now going to punch back. And that's the difference. I know Voch, you're probably going to get into it, but the truth is with 73 at guard, because what happened around draft season was everybody evaluated him as a tackle. Dallas, Will Clay, in this front office said, hey, he could possibly be a great tackle one day. But why not I'm not calling him Zach Martin, but what I see with his body, like players just can't get through his body. And he looks like a pro out there. That's number one. Facts. He doesn't look like a shrimp at guard.
Let's do it then, because Foots badly want to talk about Tyler Smith while I'm trying to cut Carlos Watkins on the tape. So let's do it.
He's still trying to cut. You got Carlos Watkins on the plank.
I mean, my biggest thing is when you can't, we'll be able to run the ball because we're going to impose will on teams. And then our passing game will open up out of that. Not we want to come out 4 wide. Like even starting the game last year against San Francisco, I thought it was a terrible game plan. You established physicalness. You just come out. It was ridiculous. Now you come out with a guy like this and you run down teams and you make them commit to stopping the run first. And then we play off of that, Sky. I'm not saying that we're going to be a great offense, but I do know this. 73 is better than anything that we've had inside, not named Zach Martin. I can say that already. And so that's that
since Leary and Frederick.
Exactly.
I mean,
since Leary.
Frederick. Yeah.
I'll shut up.
What's your thoughts on Farniok versus
you know what, Law?
What's his name, Law?
That should have been a battle.
Farniok. What's your thoughts on him? Matt Farniok.
When that fool went next level, I said, hold up now. When he got on that backer and stayed square, I said, hold up.
Yeah. What's going to happen to Tyler Biadasz, man?
That should have been a real. That should have been a real battle.
Light. He's light.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
I think he'll get better though, because of 73, he won't have as much responsibility. Sure, he'll get better.
You know how many penalties he had last year? 11. 11 penalties last year. He led the league in centers and penalties. Although Connor Williams had his share of penalties, Tyler Biadasz had tons of penalties.
Yeah, like 20 between the two.
Law Nation, let me just tell you something, bro. I was watching the film the other day, right? I was doing the Tyler Smith film. I remember many times last year I was talking about Tyler Biadasz being a good help guy, because Tyler Biadasz is a good help guy with Zach Martin. But Tyler and Connor Williams are a bad combo, right? Combo or whatever, right? So they'll be deciding which one's gonna carry the dude and go. And it's almost like they both wanted to go to the linebacker. They didn't want to deal with the down guy, right? Watch this. Right. If y'all go watch my film session last week, Tyler Smith simply bumped the motherfucker, right? He wasn't even like a 4-5 hit. Look, Tyler Smith was on the way to the linebacker. Yeah. He simply something bit, right? And the D lineman went like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's gonna be so different. I think we're gonna evaluate Tyler Biadasz so different. I ain't saying this because he's my son, but if Tyler's trash after this year, Cool, let's go draft / find the guy. It's been enough time. We got you 2 gangsters at guard on both sides of you. So if you can't do it now, we'll just find somebody different. But I think Tyler Smith is going to make Tyler Biadasz play better. And if Tyler if Tyler got to go the opposite side, Zach Martin over there. If you can't figure that shit out, then you can go, sir. Goodbye. But I just think Tyler Smith is so strong naturally on accident, just moving people.
If you want some strength, Fournier and Smith would be crazy next to each other. If you want strength, oh my gosh, man.
Yo.
I wish that
so that answers our offensive question, y'all. That answer, like Dallas is now going to be, and honestly, bro, I like the way the backup looked. We're gonna be able to get downhill, and that's when Dak plays his best football. That's when like Dak can throw 35 plus, but why? That's not good football.
No, we don't want to. We do not want to throw
plus this year.
Yeah, that's not good. So to me, when you plan, stout D lines, like we're gonna play in because I will say this, these D lines don't have good secondary play. The Commanders and the Eagles, their secondary play is average. CeeDee Lamb is good enough with a good running game to carry us. I believe that, and so I just really feel good about Smith, and I really feel like fans now should see why this front office, first of all, why the Titans wanted to draft him. The Titans were going, it came out reported, the Titans were going to draft Tyler Smith.
Oh, wow.
And I think they evaluated him as a tackle. He could be an all-pro guard and just live there. And you can put somebody tackle.
Yeah, I love him there.
We'll see. Just real fast, let me pause everybody. We got 1,300 people watching live.
Wow. Woo.
Appreciate y'all. We're just gonna do a quick reintroduction because y'all might up and leave, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, there's some new people that join each channel that may not know everybody up on this panel. I'm Voch Lombardi from the Voch Lombardi channel and the Volume Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central. Koye Media, tell the people quickly where they can find you. Not all you stuff, but just like YouTube.
Koye Media. You can find me right here on YouTube at AKOYE Media. Just go ahead and follow that. I do a lot of breakdown stuff like that. So yeah, if you're new to me, be careful because I'm not for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Law?
Yeah, I'm Law Nation, man. Just you can find me on multiple outlets under Law Nation. And shout out to Cowboys Experience.
Foots.
Foots the King on Twitter, man. Loving Twitter right now, and then been posting a lot back on YouTube. So Cowboys Nation TV.
And Skywalker Steele.
Skywalker Steele on Twitter and A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube. I love it.
Where my mess glasses at? Do y'all think Jake Ferguson and Hendershot are going to do enough to where we not pay Dalton Schultz next year?
That's a good one.
I think that's why you brought Jake Ferguson on here.
Jake looked good. Hendershot looked good. That might, and nobody loves, Dalton more than me, but I think you might say yes, Voch. I think they do.
Dalton Schultz ain't a bad player, but he's looking to make what, like 16 mil, something like that.
I mean, they'll tag him if anything, because they'll only be like 13, but the market's probably gonna go to about 15-ish. Yeah.
You got so much coming up. I don't see them doing that. They might.
Looking good, man.
Ferguson, Sean McEwen, and Hendershot are collectively making $38 over the next 5 years.
Big facts. Yeah.
If you're gonna save some money somewhere, that'll probably be the best place to do it. Not saying that Schultz is a bad player, but we're talking about 16 M's. Do you think that? First of all, Schultz got to play for his life and break all kind of numbers if we're going to, put that kind of money on just by way of who the Joneses are. But do you think that these next rookie dudes are doing enough, or that they project to do enough to where that if it's time to move on from Schultz that we could do so? Let's start with Skywalker, Will Skywalker Steele. I've
come to the conclusion that the Cowboys have a type at tight end, and it's not the type that is going around the league. And they don't care. You just need to be able to block some, catch a comeback route, box somebody out, catch the ball, get a first down. If you can get some cool, right? If you can, get some touchdowns, cool. They don't really give a damn about the tight end position being this stretch position, being this wild card position, none of that. It's extremely traditional. So with that said, hell yeah, Jake Ferguson could do that. Why would I pay a tight end $15-16 million? So I think that they definitely drafted him to take over for Dalton Schultz moving forward. So, I'm with it. And then Hendershot, he's going to be your Blake Jarwin, to stretch the seams in the next year or two. So, yeah.
Sure. Law Nation.
Oh man, Jake Ferguson is the future. I truly believe that they're gonna. Yeah, Sean McEwen, unbelievable block on the special teams and what he's doing out there. I can't find a way to get rid of him because he's a good blocker. Sprinkle's gone. I think he's not going to make it. And of course, Hendershot is your future Blake Jarwin. So yeah, man, I don't think that they will reset the market with Dalton Schultz because he's going to want more money than Dallas Goedert, and that will be resetting the market. So I don't think so.
I feel like this is something that Foots and Okoye are probably going to argue about, but I'm not sure. So Foots, what you think about this?
Before they go, keep in mind they did franchise tag Dak Prescott twice and they franchise tag. Did they do that with DeMarcus Lawrence too?
If you franchise tag Schultz, it'll be cheaper than the market value. So if McEwen and Hendershot and Ferguson don't look like they're up to snuff, they just going to tag them again because they're going to look at it as a deal. So that is something to keep in mind, though.
That's true. Go ahead, Foots.
No argument. I mean, I said what I had to say, Voch, because I'll be honest with you. I love Schultz, but he ain't that good. And you got a lot coming down the pipe. Like he like it's like Scott said.
That's your boy though. That's your boy, man.
That's
you
my
called
guy.
it.
Hey, Law,
you
that's
called
my
it
guy.
way before it happened, man.
Law, you know what's crazy?
I apologize you for a whole year.
You know what's crazy, Law? It was crazy how his career arc, because you remember he was just kind of sitting behind Witten. It's like, what is he gonna do? And then he became that safety valve. But even I can see, honestly, who has the most potential is Hendershot, to be honest with you. Like, as far as attacking the seams, getting vertical, doing certain things. But the truth of the matter is, man, they don't pay that dude. Nah. You got too many athletes you got to pay on this team.
Yeah, sure. I don't think you pay him. Yeah, you don't pay him. At the end of the day, you got Ferguson, who looks just like Schultz, and you see how the Cowboys historically don't value certain positions anyway. Like, they don't like to pay safeties, they don't like to pay defensive linemen, tackles or interior linemen. I mean, and tight end minus Witten. I don't see them wanting to give big money to the tight end because, like you said, we have a style, or like Scott said, we have a style at tight end that we like, and it's sort of carbon copy. We found that Witten-esque niche in these guys. They can block a little bit, they can catch a little bit. That's what they want them to be able to do, and we have a bunch of guys that can do it. So, he's just, unfortunately, he's statistically priced himself out of the market with the Cowboys anyway. I like him though.
We like him. We ain't hating on him. I see some people say, y'all hating on Schultz. No, we ain't hating on him. We love Schultz.
When he did the Bosa last year, I was just like, hey, I like you, but I don't know if they're gonna pay him that though. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, there's money.
Now, I promise this show isn't just centered around me trying to get rid of people, right? But it seems like everybody has clearly made their stances on who can go, on who can stay, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going back to this D line because I'm about to get the hard answers out of y'all. I just need to know.
You said we agreeing too much.
Wait a minute, man. But I just got to debate.
Well, I'm about to cut one of your buddies. Don't worry about it.
But I just feel like
on your D line. Don't worry about it.
I feel like what makes the round table special is not the information, but the mess. Right, and I just know some mess coming out of this. It got to be some good mess coming out of this.
I know where you about to go.
Of those 12 names that I named, do y'all remember, or do you need me to read them again?
Oh man, let me see my starting lineup here. Go ahead.
You know who it is. Of those 12 names,
how many we carrying? Because I got 10.
That's what I'm asking, right? So I think conventional wisdom would say that it'll be about 10 guys that we keep 10, and it's not counting Micah Parsons, just 12 D linemen.
No.
He's not a D lineman, so they don't count anyway.
Yeah.
Weapon, man.
So 10 guys, everybody, 10 guys. If you had to get rid of 2, I'll read the names again. We got 1,300 people watching live. Last time we said that it was about 500, so I'll just read it again. Billy D. Sam Williams. Did y'all know that Billy D's real name, not Sam Williams' real name, but Billy D's real name is William December Williams?
I never knew.
Get that shit out of here. That shit out of here, cuz. Sam Williams, Tristan Hill, DeMarcus Lawrence, Carlos Watkins, Dorrance Armstrong, Terrell Basham, John Ridgway, Neville Gallimore, Oso Odigizua, Quinn Bohanna, Chauncey Golston. No trades. We cutting 2. Who's leaving? And then listen,
you ain't got cut 2. Watch this.
We'll just give me a second. We'll just we'll save that wizardry magic shit for later because I want some mess first. So we'll just end with you. So the reason I said no trades, right? Because I did see some people on the social media machines talk about trading. I feel like if you were to trade some of these dudes, they'll be more valuable on your team than the person or the pick that you would get back for him. You know what I mean? Like Basham is a dude that can play, but I don't know but I don't think Basham's trade value is high enough to get you a swing tackle that you.
Well, Dallas's history sucks at that, so that's the problem with that.
Sure. So just overall, I'm not trade none of these guys because like Tristan's valuable for you, Bohanna's valuable for you, right? So we're gonna let Will go last as he want to be messy and not want to cut nobody.
You just said you want to. No, you can cut people, but go ahead. I got it.
I'll jump in and I'll say Dorrance Armstrong, and Watkins. Even though they
I agree with you, Law. I agree with Law.
But
I doubt that they're gonna get rid of Dorrance because he's
he got paid. He's lucking out because we didn't get a chance to see him. I haven't heard Dorrance Armstrong name out there in practice all weeks I was out there, and I haven't heard of number 91 either. So get rid of those two.
That's a lie. Carlos Watkins definitely
get his ass.
Give me. But I would rather keep Osa and Gallimore inside, and I would rather lean on the youth with Golston.
That's fine, but don't say it like he ain't been doing shit.
you got Big Bo, you got Ridgeway. I would lean on the youth versus leaning on Watkins right now.
That's fine, but Watkins is the one for me too. But it's only
it's kind of crazy. Hey, Skywalker.
Just to be arguing.
He shake me. He gonna pull out the butter knife anyway, you know.
Go ahead, Scott.
Nah, this is what I'm doing. Hey, Ridgeway, your ankle hurt, right? Sit your ass down. You on IL. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut Carlos Watkins. And then I'm going to see, hey, dog, you want to come back to this team? We just going to cut you because we can get you back on this good team situation. So see, it's a little wizardry there.
So you want to move around. So that's two interior guys, Will, still. You want to move them dudes. Two interior guys.
Well, yeah, because I still got Neville, right? Bo, Osa, Tristan. So I got 4.
Okay.
And then Chauncey do a little something.
If we talking about run defense, I want to move on from Tristan Hill, man.
Foots.
What?
Okay, that is some mess. Now I'm curious. I'm sitting back. I want to hear this one. Go ahead.
Here's why. I think that Hill has been great in camp.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
If you look at no, hold on. Listen, hear me out. Hill.
Anybody talking about you? Go ahead.
If you tell me that Neville and Osa are gonna play a lot,
right?
How does Tristan Hill get on the field if he's not gonna have a specific role? Meaning, we know that Bohanna and Ridgeway have specific roles.
What do you got?
Osa pretty much beat out Neville.
Look at Okoye.
We talked about it. Osa pretty much beat out Neville last year. And Neville, I don't think that they do we look at Tristan and say he's a better player than Neville? Neville could play both the 3 and the 1.
Did he really beat him out? Did he really beat him out?
I think he played better. I think he played better, Voch. I think that Osa
he was hurt. Guys though, Will. I mean,
he was hurt.
He was hurt, but he
didn't beat him out. He was hurt.
Bro,
you lose your job.
Tristan stepped up that year before he tore his ACL. Tristan was playing like a one tech. He was taking on double teams consistently.
No,
Tristan
but remember Okoye,
I liked him then, but now he doesn't. He's not going to be asked to do all that. So his run, he's not a deficit as a run defender now because at that time he was still bottom heavy. He was still an upfield guy, still sort of like in that Rob Marinelli mindset, just trying to get upfield. One gapping, or you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, I think that. Now that he's not going to be asked to take on double teams like he was that year when he hurt himself, and he was dogging it out that year. I like what he was doing. He was overachieving.
He learned how to take on
playing
double
out of
teams.
position though. Him playing in 3 tech, I think Tristan is good.
If they're
I just don't feel like he's better than Osa, but I think he can get on the field.
Go ahead.
He can get on the field. I mean,
why is he wrong, Fuzz? Go ahead.
Well, just if they're going to play Chauncey Golston inside, I just don't see where he gets the reps, especially when on 3rd down. We got to remember, too, they'll probably rush Micah from inside as well. So
Foots is making the playing time thing is something I never thought about, Foots. So I don't think you're wrong with the question of putting him on
that's
the
my
field.
only question.
Because
How
when
does
you
he get on the
get to
field? How does he
game
get on the
day,
field? Scott, tell me.
when you get to game day, you got to do 46, right? One thing that I learned throughout this, not even just research, just kind of paying attention. Koye, you study patterns. One thing that I'm learning about Dan Quinn, and one of his patterns that he relies on heavily is versatility. And when I was looking at the defensive line, I looked at Chauncey inside, outside. Neville is now playing 1 and 3. Bohanna is doing some different things, believe it or not, right? Osa is lined up everywhere. At 5 now. Sam Williams is everywhere. All these guys. Tristan Hill traditionally, just because you throw a circle into a square peg doesn't mean that that's what they do. Right. Tristan Hill traditionally, he's not a versatile guy. He is a 3-tech. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you get to 46, you get to the game day roster, and if they look at Hill and they say, hey, you know what, this week we value Golston's versatility a little bit more. I didn't think of it that way. I'm just thinking 53. I can't see you not putting him on a 53, but you're talking about playing time.
So and he has played better. I ate that crow, Voch, because I was on Tristan.
There's some trade value there. If you do.
That's something. Yeah.
So listen, Foot. So why cut Tristan and not Carlos then?
No, I think.
Or Ridgeway.
Sky already said Watkins is definitely the odd man.
I'm asking Foots. Yeah. I'm asking Foots, but why not Ridgeway? Or because I can say that Tristan's had the better camp than Watson.
Because Ridgeway can do something specific. Ridgeway can eat up 2 blockers, and we're gonna need that when we play a team that's a specific. The teams that are gonna in the playoffs, we're gonna play a team that wants to get downhill. Ridgeway, by that time, if he's on the team, he should be able to come in the game and do just that. He has a specific role. He's like, what's my boy in Tampa? He has one role. This is your job. Come eat up 2 guys. So Micah,
Vita Vea, Vita Vea roll.
I was waiting for Koye. I ain't get on Koye. Pause in a minute.
I'll pause it.
I think what Scott said is. I think what Scott said more likely what happened. Ridgeway is going to come down with some type of injury, and they're going to stash him. And then for political reasons, they're going to cut Basham over Dorrance Armstrong. Although Basham had a better training camp to me. He had 2 interceptions. The dude just been over. That's probably what they do instead of DA.
I think Ridgeway might be the last guy on their list just based on how these games have been going, like the rotation of the dudes in the games. Like Ridgeway's only played in the 4th quarter. Like we've even seen Sam Williams in the first half, right? And everybody's gotten some of that first half rotation, but Ridgeway out there with Tafua and Brian and Fiolo and Bronson and them, you know what I'm saying? So
let's be real, he's 12, right? Ain't he 12?
Who that?
Ridgeway.
Ridgeway. Yeah, he's probably the last guy. Sure.
I like that kid. Afua. What's his name? Afua.
But man, I like Afua.
Different. I hope he get him on the practice squad.
52. Yeah.
So let me ask Law this, right? Do you think Ridgeway is a guy that we can cut in practice squad, or do we have to go, oh no, you hurt your foot, so now you're on IR. Like y'all don't think he's a guy that can be on the practice squad, and some other team won't take him?
They're gonna have to do the TJ Vasher plan to him. They're gonna have to, that's the only way.
TJ about to get cut. I'm sorry.
Jerry like him too much. I don't think they're gonna even risk him.
Arkansas
on the blood. Yeah, they don't want him out there. So I think they wouldn't risk him on the open market.
Yeah, thick room, man. Thick room. This is more so mess towards me. Like if I wasn't asking all the goddamn questions, y'all be looking right at me for the mess. But Kelvin Joseph, Deron Bland, and Nashawn Wright. That collective of 3 corners, of 3 gentlemen. And to keep it being, let's just add Israel McQuomu to that list, right? Let's just add Izzy, because I think Izzy got a little value.
I don't think you add Izzy, though. You can't add Izzy. I think he stamped himself already. He's not even in question. He stamped it.
Not even in turn. Well, then to be fair, Kelvin and Bland, right? Like those dudes have made the team, but I'm just formulating this question right here, right? I'm just formulating in terms of I'm trying to cut, make sure I'm right. I'm just trying to make something make sense, right?
Yeah, let me know.
I'm just trying to make something make sense. So let's talk about DBs for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with well, let's just kind of go down this list. We got Kelvin Joseph, Jordan Lewis, Anthony Brown, Donovan Wilson's a guy that's probably going to make the team, sure. Yeah. Trey Diggs, come down. J. Ron's a guy that we feel like he's definitely going to make the team. Malik Hooker, if Malik Hooker can stay healthy, I feel great about that dude.
That's my guy to lead the team in picks this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
That's your guy to lead the team in picks?
I can see that
over Diggs.
My theory is that Diggs is not going to get as many picks this year, and
Not as
with
many.
with Hooker on the roof, I think he's our best free safety ball hawk guy we've had in a long time. I could see him revert.
I just don't think he's going to outdo
Hey,
Diggs with this much pressure.
Think about
let me ask y'all too this though.
Demonte KZ had many opportunities that I don't think that Hooker is going to,
Oh, yeah, he gonna pass
with a better rangy safety over the top and this pressure on the front. Do you think Diggs probably play even better?
I do.
Yeah,
I don't think he gets 11 interceptions, but he sits on routes, right, on first moves. And with the way we're getting there now, the way I think we'll get there, I think he'll have a lot more opportunities. And AB too. I think those guys they'll look better at corner even if they're not, because you ain't got time to double move them as much as you. Well, I don't think you will have that type of time. Should I say? Yeah. But
so let me ask
you didn't finish formulating the question though, Voch. My bad.
Oh no, it's cool, man. Content kings, man. We can just jump in at a time anytime. Marquise Bell, I feel like he's a guy that's probably locked in to make this team, I would say, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask y'all about these characters, and I just want y'all to talk about their standing on the team and whether we think that it's in jeopardy or not. I don't want to bring up Deron Bland. We can all say that Deron, he's pretty much in, correct?
He's on this team,
yeah. Deron Bland's here. So I think let's just start with Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph should be a lock, but he's a bubble guy. I've heard some beat writers kind of refer to him as a on the bubble guy, kind of on the fence guy. I don't think we should move on from Kelvin Joseph right now, but it could just be in, by way of this room is so thick, right? Like this cornerback room or this DB room is just so thick. We can only keep so many dudes. Kelvin may be one of the more talented guys in the room, but shit, everybody else stepping up better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Kelvin Joseph, just general idea about Kelvin making it. So let me take off my messy glass because y'all know I love Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah, that's
I love Kelvin Joseph pre-draft. So this is a whole different conversation. So Law, where you at with boss man Kelvin?
Well, Kelvin Joseph, I gotta go Foot's route. Stephen Jones always looking at the fact that they trying to save money. This is a contract year for Anthony Brown. So at the end of the year, I don't think that they're going to want to pay Anthony Brown this big money, right? And then you got pretty much Jordan Lewis heading into his contract year. So I think that by default, Kelvin Joseph, they'll give him a bridge to stay here. Remember, this is just his second year. So he will be here. He's going to be here. Kelvin Joseph is going to be here. I just see the team working out with Kelvin Joseph.
Even if, Kelvin Joseph isn't playing the best right now, I still want to roll the dice on that talent, and maybe next year or something like that, he can, figure it out or whatever.
Look how long we stayed with Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis.
Sure. Even though Anthony Brown showed us something immediately. Yeah,
right. He was good.
Viciously, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why Bland is.
That's probably why I bought. So sure. Let's go ahead. Talk to us about Kelvin Joseph. You think Kelvin Joseph is on the fence? Guy?
Honestly, I can't be phony because Wright was my guy and he don't look much better. His awareness sucks. And he's you 6'4" and you can't what are you doing? And so to me, I want to see Bland play. I don't think that I've been consistent since he was drafted. I just don't know how much Kelvin Joseph loves football. And I don't know him personally, but when you see a guy, you guys have done film. When you see a guy who wants to tackle, he wants to be on the field, and that's Bland. When you want to, you got a blocker coming at you, stacking shit.
He'll hit you in the mouth though.
On that deep route, Bland catch the interception.
No. So
on that deep route, would Bland catch the interception? We would have caught the interception.
Yes. Okay. When I say want to tackle, Scott, I'm Okoye. I think that Kelvin will hit you, but I just feel like Bland is just fit. Like he's just a dog. Like he just a goon out there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He might get in
trouble.
like Kelvin tackling in college, he did look that way, but it really sticks out when you see Kelvin on the field, Izzy on the field, Bland on the field. You see Bland hitting people like, yo, Bland trying to play like box safety or something. Like Bland want to hit, like Izzy want to hit. Kelvin wants to wrap you up and bring you down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different level. So that's totally fair.
Yeah, and then the truth is, see, Diggs can do that because Diggs is our best cover guy. And I want to say this about Diggs, and I'll shut up. The thing about Diggs that I think that people don't give him credit for is he has the best route recognition. He knows what receivers are trying to do, pattern matching wise, and he knows exactly. So even if he isn't the elite athlete, he knows when you're trying to get inside on him, when you're trying to run by him, and so he's gonna be fine. But with Joseph, I mean, like the job has been basically like, dog, go take this job from Anthony Brown, and he hasn't. So.
Yeah, they brought him here to do it, and he can't. And that says a lot.
I think we need to just take the kid gloves off, man, and be honest. It's been a disappointment. I think we're talking around the Kelvin Joseph situation. It's been disappointing. That doesn't mean he can't turn it around. Maybe the situation that happened off the field is messing with his head. But like I've been saying for a while, we ain't got time. Let's wait till year 4 to Kelvin.
For that either, because you did that to yourself. You know
right.
It's not like it happened to you. You know what I mean? It happened through you. So
if football is a meritocracy, Deron Bland deserves it, right? He earned to be that cornerback 4 over Kelvin Joseph, who was a higher draft pick than him. Right. If we're going off a draft pick, so it's disappointing for Kelvin. Hopefully he turns it around. But I mean, we don't want to be here next year and saying the same damn thing. And mind y'all, I'm not saying it's disappointing from off-field standpoint. Nothing has been extremely impressive about him on field.
Yeah.
You can't honestly say that, right? You can say, oh man, he made a good play, last year and played the Eagles, or he might have made a play here, but has anything really said, Kelvin Joseph, that's our guy.
Bad. He looks like they on the same level, him and Ray. They don't look.
But see, I don't think that we like tiptoeing around the fact that you got Voch Stevens. Okay, sure. Okay,
Cowboys Nation.
Okay, cool, fair enough. Okay, well, what's Cowboy Nation worse than us? Cowboy Nation say cut him now.
Cut him now.
They say cut his. Yeah, bench him for sure. But shit. Let's see. Let's go down the list, and I got a good one after this one. Let's do it right now. CJ Goodwin. I don't want to talk to Will Steele right now because Will Steele like to just shut down my segments. You know what I'm saying? Just he like to cut all the steam on my segments. But I'm asking y'all, not what the Cowboys would do. Not what Stephen Jones and them gonna do, right? Let's just say it like this. Let's just frame it like this. Let's go Law Nation. CJ Goodwin doesn't play corner for you.
Nope.
But he plays everything on the kicking game, and Bones Fossil loves him.
Right.
Would you push him off the bridge to save one of these D linemen or to save one of these like safeties or something? To save Izzy McCormick, would you cut CJ Goodwin to save Izzy McCormick? That's what I'm asking about.
Now CJ is such a good guy, man. It's a yes or no. But they did the same thing. They did the same thing to the long snapper last year. They cut him, and then they brought him back when the season kicked off. So I don't know. I'm looking at the depth chart right now, and I see CJ Esch at third team cornerback. And we right now thin at cornerback because if we got Anthony Brown go down, who we gonna put in at that spot? Is it gonna be Kelvin Joseph or Deron Bland? And I'm looking at this chart, the backup nickelback is actually Deron Bland. So how are we gonna formulate this team? We need somebody that can come out and cover. And right now, I think CJ will be a casualty cut because of the fact that he can't play DB at all.
The only reason I'm asking, Law, and look, like you said, CJ Goodwin, good dude. We love CJ Goodwin.
Yeah.
But this defense, so many dudes. This is as deep as we've been. Look, we went from damn, we need a safety to we got 5 fucking safeties that we need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got 5. We ain't draft none of them high, which is hilarious. But we love CJ. We love CJ. I've never seen somebody a punt gun like CJ Goodwin, to be fair. But this defensive room is going to require some bodies. Because, look, we looking at the linebacker spot, right? Micah got to move around. Brillo's coming off of a knee injury. I think he'll be fine. Cool. Clark is down till next year. Barr is a guy that I'm not all the way confident about injury-wise. Right now, if Barr is healthy, we'll see what he is as like a rotational piece type linebacker dude till we figure out what we're going to do with him. But I think we may run low in the linebacker department to where, some guy like Malik Jefferson make a little sense to me, Law. So I'm asking you, do we sacrifice a special teams only guy? Ignore Turpin and what he just did. Just move him over there. But Goodwin, a special teams only guy to save a dude that can actually help us in the defensive room that you may not want to get it. That's what I'm asking. These are
you know what, low key? If you really look at that tapes, Kelvin Joseph been one of the second guys or the first guys down there to make that hit.
Is it time to teach somebody else's CJ Goodwin's role that's actually helping on defense?
Kelvin Joseph. So yeah, you cut CJ for KJ. You cut him.
I would say so. Because at least you got upside down the line with KJ.
Right.
What's the King shook his head no when I first asked this.
Well, I'm gonna just agree with Law. What I'm gonna say is this: you can't have step on teams. So I'm gonna just leave it there. Because CJ is really good on special teams, and that matters. So if you need to have somebody, because we see what's going on with our kicker situation, we see how many close games we lost, these last couple of years. And I think it's the same thing. You don't want to start giving up big runs and field position and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, now that being said, we've all made points about how this defense is going to carry this team or be a great role. Like this defense is going to be great. So I get that part of it too. So what Law is saying is maybe you got to train up another guy to do it. But I think this teams is 3 phases in football that we can't. Teams is very important, y'all. It is.
Special teams are.
Yeah, man.
Very
Koya, did you have something before Skywalker Steele just comes in?
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
I
ain't got nothing to say about it.
You got a whole room full of safeties that can play gunner on special teams. You got a whole room. Not a whole room, but you got Bland and KJ, who you can use as a gunner as well, who have value outside of special teams. I don't disagree with you though, Foots. I know special teams has been a thing, but at the same time, with Turpin coming in and doing what he did, I think that we do lose as far as maybe gunner getting downfield, we gain with just offensive firepower, special team wise, so we can score on special teams now due to Turpin. So I think we can live without Goodwin, although I don't want to.
And Johnny Bones we trust, man.
Now, honestly, CJ Goodwin ain't going nowhere, and me and Will talked about this already. Will, but did you have a different thought that maybe I haven't heard of yet?
No, I mean, if your question was, would I cut CJ for one of the young guys? Yes, I would. I mean, that's
shit. Well, I didn't know you was gonna say that. Will, go ahead. I thought you was gonna shut down my little boy.
Fight!
I didn't know. No. Wait. I'm okay. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
Y'all said it all. There's nothing to say. I mean, listen, none of us want to do it, but I mean, you're presenting the question. CJ Goodwin or a young guy you believe that could do something on defense? Of course, I'm gonna pick that young guy. So
I just knew Will was gonna tell me.
Nah, you already set that up, so there's nothing really to say.
My bad, I ain't know. All right, cool. So everybody cutting CJ Goodwin. All right, we cutting CJ. Let's see. Who else have I been trying to cut for the past?
But nobody never want to cut LVE though. They love LVE. His name don't never come up. He like the seventh linebacker on this team.
No, you can't say that, man. Look at how long Anthony Brown been here, man.
Get his ass long.
Hey, Anthony had got his bumps too. He took his lumps like a man, but at least he got on the chopping block. LVE don't never get on the chopping block. That
you read my text, man. What if LVE becomes 2018 all over again?
Is he better? Is he top 4 on his team as 2018 LVE? Would you play Cox over him or him over Cox
as a linebacker?
Hook to flat, LVE in the middle of the field.
2018 Van Der Esch? That went to the Pro Bowl?
2018?
You play Cox.
Is his neck 2018? Does he have his 2018 neck in 2018 health? Because bro, he don't move the same. I'm just saying. Go replace his neck.
I'm gonna figure out a way to hype LVE for this year, man. I'm gonna hype him.
Saying.
He caught an interception the other day in practice, man.
Sure did, boy. That's right
great.
to his ass.
I'm happy he did that too. Yep, that's
Hey,
great.
man, somebody say Van Der Esch can't even turn. He got to turn like.
I did not want to do this, but nobody wants to say anything. I promise y'all, go watch how he moving around. It do not look smooth. The only reason why nobody's saying anything because he ain't played.
Man,
so I'm hoping like hell that those defensive linemen can keep him clean, and all he got to do is just run straight and get people. Because the turn of direction shit ain't happening, dog.
Look, LVE is saying, look, I had Antoine Woods in front of me. We didn't have this type of front that we have now. Watch LVE now, baby. LVE said he's going to get to the Pro Bowl this year.
That's a good one, my law.
Does Antoine Woods make this team?
Hell no.
Not even close.
He wouldn't make the practice squad.
Hey, we love you, Antoine. I know you watch, man. I know you watch the show. Hey, we'll see about that.
From the jungle.
Antoine Wood jumped in my DM. Hey, we'll see about that, man.
No, what do you say?
We'll see about that. Because all I said, I like Antoine Woods, but I only want him at what? 10 to 11 snaps, and he got pissed off, boy. You were mad.
Hey, Law, it's funny how the chickens kind of roost because you start keeping him on the field, that boy start getting washed. I'm like, man, they start leaning on him.
Yeah,
you wasn't wrong.
Put it like this, Cowboy Nation. If we just have this front, we beat the 2018 LA Rams. We beat them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we beat them.
Man, Dan Quinn. Say Dan Quinn.
Oh, Dan Quinn.
Say Dan Quinn.
Man, Rob Marinelli, man, he'll give a shit about stopping the run. Go get the quarterback. If they run by you, reach out and try to grab him.
CJ Anderson look like Jerome Bettis against us, man.
I got
he was bigger than all our linemen.
I got one last question. We're gonna try to get up out of here before 8 Central. So we got 10 minutes to answer this. Well, 8 minutes to answer because we got to do plugs and all that shit. So the wide receiver room. Right, because we going through a little bit of change in that room also. CeeDee Lamb's gonna be a guy. You know what I'm saying? He's fine. Gallup gonna come back anywhere between week 1 and week 17. We don't know. He'll be back. James Washington gonna be back anywhere between week 8 and week 17. We don't know if we're gonna stick with him. We don't know nothing. Jalen Tolbert kind of going through some rookie growing pains right now in the preseason. That's fine. I think that gets better when Randy Prescott gets here. But we know that Tolbert's going to be here. Now the rest of the list kind of gets iffy because we've had some dudes that had some good camps. It's hard to evaluate some of these wide receivers in the preseason because Cooper Rush is Cooper Rush. And of course, those dudes will look better with 4 throwing the football. But let's just open up this conversation, right? First, I want to ask y'all, how many wide receivers do we keep? Okay. And I've already named, so let's just say Lamb, Gallup, and Tolbert. We ain't gonna mention Washington. We don't know Washington, but we don't know. So that's 3 guys. So I'm gonna ask y'all a 2-part question, and then we're gonna wrap up. How many receivers make this team, and which of these 3 makes the team? Turpin, Houston. Let's add James when he comes back for Hoko, Noah Brown, TJ Vash, who should be getting cut, but I just put
just named our whole entire wide receiver group, bro.
Well, I mean, I didn't add Freifogel and Jakari.
Come on, man.
He made the practice squad. They brought Freifogel back.
Okay, so if you had to keep 3 more guys, right? That's not named Lamb, Gallup, and Tolbert. How many wide receivers would you keep, and how many of them dudes make the team? So
it's so sad that nobody's bringing up Brandon Smith. I really like Brandon Smith, man.
Yeah, but
calm, slow, Chris Carter type.
I mean, shit, man. Turpin just gave you 2 touchdowns yesterday, so I mean,
it's gonna be hard for a favorite guy. Yeah,
Turpin number 4 to be fair. Keep it the buck. I mean, Turpin is the 4th guy on this list right now.
He the CJ Goodwin. He the CJ Goodwin of the wide receivers.
The Goodwin treatment. You don't even got to put him in the wide receiver category. He can play just because he's special.
But they should use him on offense, man.
You should, but you don't have to.
Look,
9 routes.
I said the same. Listen, I said the same thing. But on that jet sweep type play, Turpin got the ball in the backfield. It was 2 people in front of him. That son bitch went from -2 to a first down.
That's right.
all from stopping and being faster than people. Turpin got to do something.
And they sealed the edge perfectly too. He still outran it.
He got there. So
I think I got you. I think they're gonna go 6. And I think they're gonna IR Michael Gallup. I watched Michael Gallup run like everybody else did. He don't look close. Not close. Go ahead, put him on the IR and let him get those 4 games, right? Cut Washington.
He got up limping after that run, but go ahead.
It didn't look good, man. Cut Washington, right? Like cut Washington, because you could bring him back if you want to. You ain't pay him. So I got Lamb, Noah Brown, Turpin, Houston, Simeon, Tolbert. You could go 5, but now you're either cutting your 5th round pick or you're cutting the undrafted free agent darling that they love and Dak loves in Houston. Other than that, you're not cutting Tolbert, right? You're not cutting Turpin. Turpin's going to be on the team, and then Lamb and Brown. You're not cutting. That's what I'm saying. You got to either cut your 5th round pick or your darling in Houston, which I don't think they'll do because Simi's been. Listen,
one of the better guys. Yeah,
I would personally love to see them get Simi more involved with Dak Prescott than Noah. It's no offense to Noah. Noah's had a good.
Noah, though. Noah been looking better.
That's what I'm saying. Noah has had a good camp, but I think Simi has a higher ceiling.
For sure.
Is that a real toe injury or that's just a fake toe injury?
Oh, I didn't even. We need to know about that because a toe's a toe, fam. That's real for a receiver. I don't know what's going on with that.
Call your media quickly because we got to go in 5 minutes. 6.
I kind of agree with Sky on this one, but it's going to come down to Fehoko and Brown, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think Vash
bro. That's crazy.
I don't think Vash should make the team. Brown give you credit as a blocker too. I think Brown has done a lot of the dirty work for this team. They like him. They want to keep him around. But I don't think Vash makes the team, and I think you got to keep Turpin. So I think you go with 6, like Scott said. I do agree. I think you go with 6.
Drafting is kind of wild. Law, quickly. Your wide receivers. You say 6 of them?
I think we go with 6, but sheesh. I'm cutting Brown. I'm cutting Brown.
You cut Noah?
I'm cutting Brown. I'm cutting Noah.
I don't hate that though. Honestly, I don't hate that.
I mean,
so are you keeping Washington?
You don't want to, but you got to do it.
I'm cutting Washington.
So you're cutting Washington and Brown.
I'm cutting Washington and
Brown.
you
can't cut Washington while injured, though, can you?
You can't injury Wade.
So Washington, yeah.
Oh, I know you could cut him. Yeah,
I got to figure out a way to get if John Stephen Jones said we going with the young guys, man. Then let it hang. Well, the Queen said let it hang. Let that thing hang. Go. I would like to see Brandon Smith out there.
Listen to this. If you cut Noah Brown, which Noah Brown ain't got a lot of receptions, you will have not a single receiver outside of CD Lamb with the reception in their life in the NFL.
But Noah Brown probably got what 30 catches.
He got 40 of them. That's what I said. Noah ain't got many. What I'm saying is. This is a scary ass situation.
It's scary.
We ain't really talked about because we like defense and let's run the ball and shit. But boy, when we got that scare with CD Lamb and Noah Brown had a toe and we had to readjust our goggles and say, wait a minute, ain't nobody out there with a catch? You would have thought that Stephen Jones would have been like, you know what? That's my wake up call. At least let me go get somebody.
I just have to roll the dice with Dennis though. I just have to roll the dice with Dennis. With the Rook, man. I know it's not me making the call, but where else they gonna go short at on this team? They're gonna go with 3 running backs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go too big at once. Like this ain't the year where let's just fill up the wide receiver room because you're gonna have to cut somebody that's actually. But 6 is normal.
That's what they normally do. So
I think KT makes it unnormal, make it weird because Cavante, he's really going to be a specialized weapon. I don't see him as really a wide receiver.
He might be the spot that gets rid of Goodwin though. That's why Goodwin might not be here because
you got to go short somewhere. Maybe they just go with 2 quarterbacks, right?
2 quarterbacks.
First quickly because
I like who you put down, Sky, and what we got to do is I said this, I tweeted this. Turpin has to be involved in the offense.
That's right.
So that's when you need to manufacture, go quick game. I'm gonna tell y'all something. He got a different level that nobody on this team got.
Nobody.
Not even Tony Pollard. He got a different twitch that is
not
just
even Tony
different. Not even Tony, bro. He twitched. He
way more. Hey, Collier, bro. His twitch is crazy. Like his
twitch is crazy, bro. He eats up angles,
joystick,
bro.
like.
Well, he do eat up angles. Like when he jump cut on that punt return, that was kind of crazy. So
Tony can
Tony nasty.
Tony can stick it and go right. Yeah. He got his hips is fluid. This dude
This
Turpin's
Joker
feet is
he's
stupid.
Tyreek Hill.
How big is he, though?
He tiny, bro. He about
155, man.
Like
He is smaller than Skywalker still.
He
He's
about to-
5'5", 150.
But,
A little
you know,
bitty.
me and my dad was talking about it earlier. Some guys just got it.
He does.
Yeah, like
got it.
some guys just got
I
it.
see you,
bro.
Scott.
Like,
Come on, man. I mean, with the milk, man. Look, Voch, no, we be in the gym. Come on, man.
Come on, son.
225 and throw it around.
So
Right.
they have to go into the to
Quinn
game
made me sick
plan
flexing the camera. No, he
saying,
being
dog,
real.
we got to get him 5 to 7 touches a game because he can house call, bro. He's different. I'm telling you, like, I don't care, even if it's
I agree.
preseason. These are NFL
agree.
athletes. It's hard to take back 2. That's hard, bro.
Back to back like that. Yeah.
But let me ask you this though, Foots. Do you believe that you've seen everything that you had to see out of Noah Brown? And can you say the same thing for Dennis Houston?
It's been years.
Well, so that's a great. I'm good on
can't-
Noah Brown. I agree with you, Law. Like when you
Right.
said move on from Noah, yes, because Dennis got something. I don't know what it is.
He got
He's
something.
got something. Yeah.
And the
I don't know.
Cowboys showed too much now.
You
The
can cut
Cowboys
Dennis
showed
and
too
Keith.
much.
They have.
And
You're not gonna be able to
in
get
the
him.
moment
What
the
the-
Cowboys get rid of Dennis, this is exactly what's going to
You
happen.
cut him and keep him. Here, clear waivers, man.
The Philadelphia
He always
Eagles have
fall in
now
love
picked
with a-
up
with a
Dennis
receiver that's
Houston.
like the
You
third
know,
quarter.
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Every
You
year.
know,
Hold on.
the
Time out.
Giants, somebody going to
Let
pick
me-
up Dennis Houston.
Hold on, time out. I'm throwing a wet blanket on this because I think this is getting a little out of hand, dog. What the hell did the Cowboys show too much of Dennis Houston besides a Hail Mary for? I'm being
That
serious.
dude, I think
You know they watch film, bro. He can ball.
What? No. I'm not knocking
Where is
that.
the film?
There's something to him, but y'all,
On YouTube? On y'all's
we're
YouTube?
talking about it like
on us, man. It's on
Right,
us,
Dennis
man.
Houston ran
was
a
watching my
slant
film
and caught
since
the
on
ball.
Twitter.
See, this is the only people blowing up Dennis Houston is us.
Yeah.
But he made.
Dennis Houston's biggest play in Canton. I'm not trying to knock him, but this is getting a bit crazy to me. Dennis Houston's biggest play is a Hail Mary.
But Cooper Rush, man, in the first preseason, he couldn't hit water if he
Dak
fell off a
Prescott's
boat.
been playing with Dennis Houston.
I'm talking about the preseason game, right?
I'm not
He
talking
had
about
one catch for
I'm not
18.
talking about the preseason game because he ain't
Uh-huh.
done shit in the preseason. We know that. I'm talking about camp. You said that the Cowboys let the cat out the bag or whatever, or something like that. In what way? Because it's not like he's out there spectacular at camp. He's making routine catches. He's being where he's supposed to be with Dak Prescott, and that's what they like about him. He's just in the right spots.
Let me ask you
So-
this, though. Let me ask you this, Scott. How in the world did he get first team reps over Simi, TJ Vasher, Noah
and look,
Brown, or
look,
sometimes? How did he
that's
do
a-
that? Because Noah, how did that
That's
happen?
a problem. Your undrafted free agent wide
He's
receiver
undrafted.
is getting first team reps over your third round pick and your second year guys. That's the issue right now.
Did Jalen Tolbert show you more than Dennis Houston?
That's a problem. Now you see where we're going here?
Scott turning red. Scott turning red, goddamn.
Scott turning red.
Because
Turning red. Look at his face.
Right now, man.
Because I don't.
Be a whole
I'm
show.
just trying to add some realism to what's happening right now with the wide receiver position. Our bar is so low.
Get his
It's
ass.
so low that we are
Right.
celebrating routine catches. Routine catches and blowing that up as if it's something crazy. I promise y'all, we was out there, Voch. I
Yep.
saw nothing spectacular, like you said, from
Don't
a
say
Dennis Houston.
No, don't say it, man. Oh,
just
wait.
didn't.
But Scott,
That is
at
not
the
to
end
say
of the
that
day,
there is. That is in closing. I'm gonna land this plane. That is not to say that Dennis Houston don't got this or he don't got that. It's just that where is this thing coming from that we can't lose Dennis Houston?
fair enough. Fair enough. With that being
Fair
said,
enough, boy.
with that being said,
Scott gonna have a lot of hate mail, baby.
sure am.
Get ready
Hey.
for it.
Come on, man.
Dennis the Menace,
I
baby.
feel you though, Scott.
Make
Make him put it out there.
You make
But I
him put
think
it out
that's-
there.
I think
I
Seth
think he
Wilson
can
and
clear
Malik
waivers.
Turner would be starting over a Dennis Houston if they were here.
That's fair.
Turner.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
Said
do
it, my
agree.
guy.
I do agree with that. Hey, listen, everybody, this is the round table. Come on, give us a
See,
hand. Let's
See,
get
we
flames
all
in
didn't agree. See, everybody was saying we agreeing with each other, man.
there. Oh, we had
freestyled
Yeah,
this
nah,
one.
We
Yeah.
got to do
They
another
just
one
want
at
to
the
see
end of
blood. They
training
like
camp.
when we was fighting and all that. Like, well,
Yeah.
you don't need to fight with this team.
No,
somebody
we don't.
put George Pickens. If we would have had him, then there would have been no conversation. Oh my gosh!
Don't say George Pickens. Hey, gentlemen, this is amazing, like it always is. You know, like we didn't even have a second thought that this was going to be fantastic. Now, you know what I mean? So, this is the roundtable. If y'all were entertained, if y'all love what you saw here, if you got some good information, I'm sure you got. If you had a laugh, please put some flames in the chat. Hit the like, hit the subscribe at whatever platform that you at, and we all about to give a rundown on where you can find the other of us. I don't know how to make that subject and verb agree. The others of us, where you can find us all. Footsie King, you go first because you got to go first. So go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta get.
No, Foots.
Oh, Foots.
God damn,
the whole time, Foots.
Hey, man, y'all want
I knew he was gonna show up one
Y'all
day.
make sure.
He needs some milk. No, he needs some milk. No.
He needs some milk.
No,
we back.
No.
He needs. Tell me we back.
You back, man? Come on.
All right, so
All
go
right,
ahead.
listen. I gotta jump off, but guys, thankful for y'all brothers. Y'all keep pushing me. Law, Okoye, Sky, Voch, we all going up, and it's showing. Find me FOOTSDAKING on Twitter, and then Cowboys Nation TV. Can we do this at the end of preseason again?
Yes.
Yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
Yes, you know, whatever you want. Y'all got my number. Shit, we do whatever.
A lot of put up shades.
Appreciate you, Foots King, Cowboy Nation TV, Foots the King on shit. Is it Foots the King or Foots THE King on Twitter?
Yeah.
DA King. All right.
I was messing that up for years.
Because it's both. Law Nation, where can the good people find you, sir?
Man, y'all can find me on Law Nation Sports, and I'm on multiple platforms: Facebook, YouTube, of course, Twitter, and Twitch under that handle. And also, we do fans meet and greet. I can't wait to see y'all on the first week of the season. Cowboys Experience. We are live on that platform now. Be sure to visit us because we're going to have some Hall of Famers there, man. Come on out, baby.
When is that, Law?
The first week of the season, the Saturday before the game. I don't have the direct location yet, but we working on it, and I can't wait to see y'all out there. I'm going to have everything in the following days, though. You know, we're working on it. Yeah. For
sure. Law Nation and Laws Nation on all platforms. Koye, please, sir, tell us. What's that acronym, Doc?
Accumulated. Well, it's applied now. I'm applying it. That's why y'all don't see me as much. But accumulated knowledge over years of experience, media. So AKOYE Media on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter too at the same name and on IG. IG is more so me just doing my thing though. But Twitter, I talk a little shit, and on YouTube, I make breakdowns, and I'm about to start them back up for the season. I had to take my hiatus and stuff. Yeah, I'm on. I'm in the middle of I'm not gonna jinx myself, but I'm in the middle of doing something major. So once I'm fully accredited, I'll be back full time.
Plus, I'm trying to get Okoye to train my hands for like a week. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna fly out there. We're gonna fly out there and get it right. You feel me?
I got you.
William
Scott dangerous over there though. Scott dangerous.
No. I was about to say you got the punching bag. See, that's what I need. Yeah. I need to get trained as well with you, bro. Oh yeah. But I'm gonna try to get a confirmation from you, man. Can we get those Okoye Wednesdays back for the season, man?
I got you, bro.
Okay,
I got you.
I'm just trying to see if we can get that.
I got you 100. I was gonna ask you just offline. I was like, I can't wait to get back.
Listen, I already told my subscribers, so I already penciled you in.
I said you said yeah already.
I'm just trying to put the pressure on in front of everybody. You said you're coming, right?
Hold them hostage doing that.
I heard him. Be there, man. Them Jones dope.
My God. Yeah, man. Hit me up on Twitter at Skywalker Steele, and then of course every morning A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube about 8:30-ish. We talking Cowboys. And then on the volume, I'm sure Voch is going to tell you here in a quick second. On the volume, the 3-ish Mafia, Voch Lombardi holds it down, and I'm point guard for my guy. It is a fantastic show, y'all. If you're not there, I don't know what to tell you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Handy with the Steele, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. You are watching a master.
Appreciate y'all. Oh, I got you, Wilson. I got you. My bad. There you go. Bomb squad. Here you go. Appreciate you. Best in the business, man. Hey, this is always fantastic, man. This is always amazing. And you know, like I said, you know, we ain't just like co-workers, you know, we not just, you know, dudes out here doing content where like we friends in real life, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to hop on this thing and talk to y'all, man. Like me and Okoye talked about boxing. We wasn't talking about football, you know. Me and Law talked about cologne and cigars one day. We just talked, you know what I mean? And you know, me and Will rap down there every day now. You know what I'm saying? So you know, y'all my guys for real. And Foots too, because I ain't want because I can talk about y'all on the end. They be like, what about Foots? Voch? Foots is my guy also.
Leave Foots out, man.
100%. I'm Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI on all platforms. You can find Voch Lombardi on YouTube, and I go live on The Volume, Colin Cowherd's network, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central, being point guarded by Will Steele. Appreciate you, sir. And that's all we got for y'all today, man. Hey, love you to pieces. We got one more week of preseason football, and then we got like a goofy little week with nothing happened. But after that, it is on. Will Steele, you got something else? Or you were saying that?
I was saying one more
week.
Hey, Will, you come to practice, man?
I was gonna hit you up and see if you was gonna be there on Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'll be there.
What about you, Voch? Y'all coming over, man?
Man, I try to get his ass.
I'm come on down, man.
When he said, "Yo, you coming to practice?" I'm like, "What?
Practice?
But
Come on.
Are you going to the first take thing?
What time that will be? First
That's
take.
about 9 in the morning.
I don't know.
I'm debating if I want to go down there and start some mess or not. I
might yell at him, you know.
Yeah, that's what
He said, Molly, I'm looking for Molly. Molly, where you at, Molly?
I might have hit my connect, Voch. I might have to use my connect for that one, but
well, hey.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. Hey, with that being said, y'all hold down for the Doski Wilson Peasky Whiskey. You are listening to nothing but the best. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button because if we don't, we'll be talking all day. And shouts out to my AKs out there. Y'all hold down, man. Peace.
Peace.
How do I stop this thing?